No, louder to listen to you. Yo, we're back again. Episode 2, Match and Show pod. Hold out the people that are subscribed. Hold out the people that have commented, shared, not shared. Big up the enemies. Big up the ones that are watching, the silent listeners, the people that don't want to support the thing. But it's all right. Go and support Love Island. You get me?
It's all relevant.
No, I'm proper on, because I was just watching our youths just do this Love Island thing, like, they're proper gas, and I was like, what is it that's making you not want to get onto this Love Island thing? Like, what is it that I want to get into this, I want to get into their psyche to understand what's behind all the pushing them to...
Obviously, it's a bit candy flossy,
It's dead,
but
man.
it's also their generation.
It is their generation, but it's like, the amount of... this is why I get the amount of effort they put into it to make sure they watch it. I wish they did put the same effort as washing dishes, like, or anything like that, or something that's creative or something that's going to benefit them. Because none of it's going to benefit them.
No.
So I understand that if they're watching it. Yeah, it's true, but I love for them to watch it and say, wow, I want to do something like that, or create something like that, or do a show like that, or off the back of it, do a pod or something like that. Like, do something off the back, like. It's just frustrating. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit too old. No, if I could go back in time, when I look at things now, I'm like, nah. I look at it, yeah, it's funny. I don't understand. It's one of them ones.
Yeah, don't stress your head on it.
No, I'm not. But anyway, big up everybody. Big up everybody.
Into worse things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still of the world, so it's not even a mad thing. We're doing the same kind of indirectly same thing, but it's not a thing. Not a mad thing.
Anywho, that's not what we came to chop up.
Can't talk about this stupid. This one's the worst. This one's probably one of my. I'm gonna be silent. This one. Go on.
I just put a bit of chocolate in my mouth. They can be telling me I've got bad manners.
Nah, this is the man. Alright, so we're gonna talk about the naming
River.
the baby, naming the baby, and how we got to the name that we've got for her now at the particular moment.
Okay, well, I knew from before she was born that the name was going to be a bit of a tricky. Just because I know how you are.
No, I just know how females stay. Like even today alone, like our beautiful little baby boy, and I was like, oh my gosh, like beautiful. What's his name? Some made up name. I said, what's the meaning behind it? She goes, no meaning. It's like the name. I just lost my mind. I was like, this is what females do, innit? This is what women do. They have these names that have no meaning behind it just because it sounds good. Nah, that's where most young people, before they even look at God or go to anything, they look at their name becomes a powerful part of where we can start to build purpose behind them. So when I was teaching young people and they go to us, like they go to me, I go, what do you want to do in life? They go, I don't know. That's the worst thing in the world. And I'll go, all right, what's your name? And then they'll go, boom, boom, boom. I'll go, all right, let's look at the meaning of your name. Mm-hmm. That helps solidify, instead of doing star signs and all kind of other irrelevant things, like that we all go to. I'm not going to disrespect people's thing, but our name can set the foundation and everything, start a process. And that's where most young people get lost, or people get lost because their names. Once I discovered what my name meant, more so, my real name, real name, it gave me a bit more character and oomph, personally. But if you're naming a child, like if I can't remember the kid's name, I'm really bad with names. But I was like, and the woman didn't have a meaning behind the name because it just sounded good. She goes, it just sounded good. I was like, that's dead. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
So we had several names that we were flying back and forth with. I couldn't stick on any name. There was no name that was really like, that is the name. We had River, we had Shiloh.
Microphone. You have to talk.
Sorry. Shiloh, Kalani, Kamari. can't remember. There was a few names, but my whole thing was when I see her, it will like proper, you know what I mean, solidify what the name is. Then we did the baby shower.
Nah. Remember, I said that if this name has to be
A bridge for
represent bridge. So we tried to look at names around. I tried to look at names relevant
you're
to
more
bridge.
like unity.
No, bridge. I said it has to be a bridge. I
I
didn't
thought
say.
it was my uncle.
Nah, he just solidified it by saying it. That's what made me think, wow, it makes it more. I was on this bridge thing. So whatever the name is, got to represent bridge. So I looked at names around bridge. There was nothing around the bridge thing. So I was like, all right, cool. Bridget. That's why Bridget started ramping with Bridget and that stupid days like that. Then, but I said, before the baby shower, before the baby shower, all the names that we've come up with, or mainly you've come up with, I just wanted I heard Shiloh. I was like, I like Shiloh.
That's a nice
the
thing.
Shiloh was a nice thing. But before that, I was at my brethren's dad's funeral, and then someone came with Ashari. So that was there, but it was just not in when we got to the baby shower now. That's when we said, all right. I said, let's let the community, let's put a story behind the name instead of doing this one where I just like the name and let's put a story behind it.
Yeah, but it was never about just liking the name. Yes, we want to like the name, but meaning was included in that. So every name we were looking at the meaning to those names. Like, despite anything, despite how pretty it sounded, how it was spelled, yes, like all the girls have R, S, and T.
This thing again. Oh no, I don't get it. Oh no, I'm not saying that.
That wasn't intentional. It wasn't on purpose. But like a few years back, me and Renee, we looked at the names and we realised that there was a pattern there between them all. Tiana Shay, Renee Tyler, Sky, Robin. So obviously, I'm naturally like, well, I want to keep a pattern there. You know what I mean? So either the R, the S, or the T's. But then yeah, so the baby shower, you had an idea of putting all the names that we'd had ideas of on a board and letting our friends and family vote for one name when they came.
Yeah.
But you didn't put Ashari.
No, I missed it out. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I missed it out, but I presume, yeah, the whole day was a bit of it was a beautiful day, so it was like just hype, innit? But Shiloh was like, and River were neck on neck, innit? Like, everybody's like, the other names, I was like, I didn't even respond to that, I can't even tell you
like, the other names did get votes, but just not.
Yeah, I wasn't even in it anyway, so I was like, Shiloh or River was the name, but I don't know why I didn't have Ashari in my head. So yeah, what I wanted, my whole thing was that imagine like when she grows up, they're like, how did you get my name? Like, everybody was part of helping you to name you. So everybody had a stakeholder in your name kind of thing. So it gave it more oomph. Like, that's what I was thinking anyway. So we done all that. It was good. Everybody it caused, you know what it is? It created good engagement.
Yeah.
And even though people are like, where's the games? No, that was the game. That was the one game we done, innit?
Well, it weren't a game.
It was engagement.
But yeah, no, it weren't. But it weren't that kind of baby shower. Like taste the something in a nappy. Tell us what food it is.
Twerk the balls out your bottom and that.
Yeah.
Is that one? Yeah.
I don't really like cheesy kind. It wasn't that kind of baby shower. It was in the sense of celebrating family, celebrating a new beginning, celebrating life, celebrating togetherness, and that was it. Like, if you want to play a game, here's a pack of cards, innit?
Yeah, go with your do your thing, innit? Do your thing, innit?
That's how we wanted to do.
Yeah, do your thing. I mean? But no, we done that.
So everyone that came, by the end of the night, River had clearly won.
Even though I done some mess about on the board and tried to add some more to
Shiloh.
But then
he still didn't want Shiloh.
And then then something come to my head. I said, I forgot Ashari's. Most people have gone home, innit? There was about 7 people up in the joint. Yeah, of friends and family that were still here. The ones that don't want to go home, innit? Not the ones that just there and don't want to go home, innit? Laggers, you get me? Just trying to get the last piece of food and that. And I know you lot, but anyway, I'm joking. So I said, yo, I messed up. I didn't put Ashari down. They're like, oh my gosh, boom, boom, boom. And I tried to do the whole thing of
Well,
like,
they
all
were
right.
really like, oh my gosh.
No, but I
Oh
tried to do the
gosh.
thing. And despite that, I tried to do the thing of like despite anything that's on the board, forget them. Yeah, Ashari River. Like with people that are here, let's vote in it. We all voted, and then the majority was Ashari. But Sham was like, nah, I don't feel Ashari. Don't feel it. Like I was just on Ashari. Then boom, boom, boom. But this is weeks before River was born now. So we just left it. So it just left. When I say it was left. So I'm on Ashari, she's on River, innit? Most people that I spoke to, the River was too I know River's gonna come a commercialized kind of name soon. I can feel it because people start talking about it. Like, yeah, River, I had my friends called River, and I'm like, But Ashari, most people that I knew, that I was speaking to, they were like, that's a nice name. River also is a nice name, but they were like, Ashari, done no. Because it was just original. To me, it was just like,
But it's not.
it was original. Like, I haven't heard no person called Ashari, but I've been hearing enough people called River. Like we've been hearing little conversations. Yes, we have. We've been hearing conversations of people.
Two.
Yeah, but no Ashari to date.
Yes.
Well, who's the name Ashari?
Yes.
Who've you heard Ashari?
One of your brethren.
Who?
His girlfriend called Ashari.
His girlfriend.
Yes.
Which one of my brethren?
Look, I ain't gonna start. Cool, be here. We're trying to keep this video quite short, so but one of your brethren's girlfriends called Ashari.
My brethren
yes
has a girlfriend called Ashari.
Yeah.
Which brethren? I don't have brethren like that. That has.
What do you mean by brethren like that?
Name the brethren.
It'll take me a while. So
oh my days, like that would be big. Like
commercial break. Let's just keep it moving. The point is,
no. None of my brethren have a girlfriend called Ashari.
You do. Well, you're talking to them the other day.
Ashanti.
No.
That's the only one.
No.
Ashari, you know. I'd be gassed. I'd be like, wow, I don't want to name my baby Ashari.
Yes. But nonetheless, I liked the meaning of Ashari. I just didn't like the sound of the name Ashari. It just didn't really do anything for me. So even though you kept saying it, it just weren't really hitting the mark.
And then you tried to do the whole thing, like, everybody knows, like, it doesn't rhyme, innit? So you go, River Ashari, doesn't rhyme at all. Ashari River rhymes. So, but she's still saying, no, River Ashari. And I was like, oh, that don't rhyme. It doesn't go off.
Why
doesn't spin off the...
Yeah, like,
it doesn't spin
off the tongue.
It doesn't flow off the tongue. So people, if you want to put in the comments, like, we love to get engaged. Even though we signed the it's been signed, the name's River.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
It's River. I'm still not 110% because it doesn't give me that.
What? Even after you went to church?
No, because even
that was a sermon.
No, the sermon could be a little more, but it's still in your head. You still can be, no matter what God might say or bring to you, you're still be like, nah, but God, come on now. You're still gonna do that. So at the end of the day, this is how bad it is around the house. No one calls her River at the moment. So at the moment, it's like Munchkin, Buddha, Fatty. Like it doesn't ring off. It doesn't even feel when you speak to her. You don't even say, Even I tried to tell Sky, like, stop calling her babies. Her name's River. Even Sky don't call her Munchkin. You call her what? You call her Munch. Like what? Like
Munch. Yeah, but then I didn't call Sky. I called Sky Mama.
Yeah, that's weird. That was weird.
I still call her Mama.
Yeah, that's weird. But either way, it hasn't sunk in as yet because not everybody is. Some people say, "How's River?" and that. I still in my head, I'm like, it doesn't feel like that. But obviously, it'll have to grow. But I know that obviously years will come.
So
I'll
you
start
wanted a name that was a bridge for our blended family.
Yeah.
At the baby shower, there was beautiful speeches and prayers and blessings and so forth. And my uncle came with us. Uncle Kevin came with a speech saying, beautiful family and all that great stuff. And this baby is a bridge that is bringing two families together. And everyone, it was such an emotional but fitting speech. Like, literally, the words were so strong and powerful. So then the name River, and obviously we have the scriptures, Psalm 46, we have Revelation, where it talks about the river, and it speaks about the river as in her, as in a person that flows from the presence of God, that flows from the throne of God. And obviously, river, bridge, river, water, pure. Talk about how calming, and I spoke about my pregnancy, about how calm pregnancy was, even how calm the birthing, labour was. And she is very calming, but she's very powerful and strong at the same time. And we know rivers, you know what I mean? They have both characteristics.
No one's got no qualms with the meaning and everything, but I think what come to light, and obviously we're obviously this is real, innit? Like, we're all real here, innit?
Mm.
Like, I've never named any of my children. So, but she named all of our children. But I was like, I never got to name any child. Like, and I said, she's like, but the first thing she did that. But I pulled out the bit. I had to pick all these other things. I'm like, wow, okay. Let me just pull up Selector. Don't bother no more. But my adamant thing was, my one thing that I said I wanted, I started to come around and saying that, you know what? I think I want to put my foot down on this. But I said, you know what? I'm not bother, because later on down the line, we will see what happens, innit? But other than that, for now, I'll go with River. But I was just like, one thing I would like to do was name my child. And I think...
You did name your child. And you know when I say this, right? So when we were, like, having a little bit of back and forth in regards to, like, the name, so whether it would be River Ashari, Ashari River, even Ashari with the letter A was a bit of a stump for me, because I'm just like, it doesn't fit into like the pattern. But you know what?
But we're not. There's no pattern
but
here,
that's
because
fine.
that's only you lot's pattern. Wouldn't it be a blended family then?
Exactly.
That'd be a bit weird.
And that's why it had to break. It had to break in a sense of this had to be slightly different and unique for its own reasons. So when you kept when she was already born and you're calling her Ashari and so on and so forth, like, I knew I didn't like it, but I didn't say nothing. What I did, I just prayed on it. Because I said, Lord, I want you to feel happy and content with whatever name we give her. But for whatever reason, this just isn't sitting with me. And I don't want it to be me, as in me being stubborn, me being, you know, oh, well, I carried her for 9 months and I pushed her out and I this and I that and what have you. I didn't want it to be about all of that. I wanted us to actually come together and be in agreement with it, because that's a big thing.
110.
Like, naming our child.
You didn't tell me my knees are dry, now. You didn't tell me my knees are dry.
I didn't look at your knees. Why am I looking at your knees? Did you look at mine?
Yeah, but you make sure you do that the most, innit?
I actually didn't.
Go on with the sock thing. Show them people that your new socks and that. Show them the thing.
Yeah. Moisturising.
No, this is peak.
Yes,
Dry
I'm
knees
rubbing
and
on
that.
my feet, baby, tonight, yeah?
Go on.
Nice and soft and
No more children than that. But go on.
What?
No, joking.
That's what rubbing on my feet's gonna do, yeah?
That's what happened last time. No, joking.
Family.
Shots,
But yeah,
Shots
no,
fired.
I was very mindful and conscious of that. So I left it. I didn't say anything. And anytime the conversation would come up, like you would bring it up with other people, we'd be out and about at Nando's or at a night or wherever we were.
Yeah.
We would bring up the whole name thing, and then it would cause like a bit of a conflict. And I didn't like it. So I stepped away from having that conversation with you, because I just felt we have like up to 6 weeks officially to go and name her.
We done it on the last day.
Literally. Well, no, it was even further than the last day. It was the day after the last day.
Yeah.
So I said, and I literally every day I was just praying on it. I said, Lord, I don't want to be stubborn. I don't want to be sticking my thing in, like saying it's my way and no other way and what have you. And that's why I purposely weren't having conversations with you about
That's
that.
enough though. That women think that. No, but you think
avoiding that.
Yeah, exactly.
For a reason, for a good reason, because I wanted it to be a God thing, not a Shan thing. And you came home on that particular day and you spoke about, I just sat there on the bed, just looking at you, and you spoke about service that you come home from and what the service was about, and you were just like, oh, God just really, and I just don't know if it's just me being stubborn and just not listening, but God just really ploughed it into me, because I went to church and I came home and I listened to Pastor Jenna, and Pastor Jenna spoke about the same thing.
Yeah, it was
and then was talking about river and this, that, and the other, and I sat there looking.
I showed you the sermon. And then
he had to come and show me the sermon.
I was like, you know what? Just go with
and
the name.
And what did I do? I looked at you like humbly, and within myself, I was like praising God in it. I was like, Lord, thank
No, that I just went with the signs there, and I said that God's talking.
And
like,
that was
calm
it.
and
That was
but
all
like,
it was.
it doesn't
If
mean
it
I'm
weren't
gonna.
for that-
Doesn't mean that I'm gonna like. Yes, yeah. I was
That's
like,
fine.
no, I'm
But
gonna
if
give.
it wasn't
I'm gonna
for
like.
that, I probably would have just gone with whatever you had wanted.
What?
Yeah, I would
No
have.
way.
I would have felt like I had no choice but to give you that.
You know, you're telling me this. We're going back to the registry tomorrow. To get me, I gave my passport, everything. I gave him a fake one now, joking.
Verify.
Nah, it's calm, it's calm. No, you know what? At the end of the day, despite that,
Ashari's still in there, isn't it?
yeah, Ashari's still in there. But that's the kind of mishmash that we've gone through in terms of just letting God lead.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important in that sense to do that. As much as I might be against or might feel a way about it, or certain things that God has actually come to me about and said, yo, I've had to like, big man, but I want to just... And he's like, nah. And I'm like, Shine, but I want to... What did God say? I'm like, but...
That's not the way.
It's not the way. And that to me, when I've had to properly look within myself and say, this is not.
Ultimately, it's about, I feel like some lessons that you have and are still going through is teaching you more about being patient, but not only just that, self-denial. Like, and we all go through it, and we'll go through it for different aspects and areas in our life. But I do see that with certain situations and scenarios that you have found yourself in, it's one or two things. It's either learning to be more patient or learning sacrifice or self-denial.
Humbleness and all.
Yeah, humility.
To be humble, man.
Yeah.
Humble. The amount of situations I've had to just allow because of certain prayers or ways. But you know what? It's all growth and I'm happy for it. It's not this, like the pastor was saying, like, you can be playing devil's playground, keep playing in his playground. It's nice in there. It still has its ups and downs and that. But, you know, and then you got the God way where it's just literally like, it's still ups and downs.
Yeah,
it's still not, and it's not a joke. Enough people have said to me, like, big man, like, I've been good. I've been good. I said, stay good. Just keep going, innit? They're like, but I've been good, but nothing's coming my way. Keep going. Like,
yeah.
And I know that's frustrating. I know it's easy to say, but I'm living proof that if you stay humble and stay holy and keep going, it'll pay off. I know these times when you just get tested and you think,
of course, but you know what? It's not being wishy-washy, and it's not being spoiled neither. Like, if I don't get what I just prayed for in this amount of time, then I'm gonna just go back to old ways. Like, no, God wants to see that you're firm in what you believe and what you want and what you desire, and that you're willing to push through, because the God way isn't a bed of roses. It's going to be challenges. It rains on the righteous and the unrighteous. Like, we all go through our challenges, but it's how we deal with those challenges and overcome them, and the attitude and the mindset that we carry along that way too.
100%.
And whether we come out the other side of the testimony or we come out the other side, and even worse, you know what I mean? We get drawn into, you know, the devil's playground is always going to be very attractive, because that's what the devil does. He knows what you like. He knows what is going to draw your attention. He knows what is going to captivate you, and so forth. And it's basically recognizing that, you know what, this actually ain't even worth it.
No, 110%. So no, we went through that. That was I'm glad we went through that, and I'm glad that we've come out the other end. And yeah, River's here, and the Ashari is still there. Don't get it twisted though. If you don't want to put,
call her Ashari.
I will when she's older. I'll be calling her Ashari. No problem.
That's not an issue.
But I'd love to know though, people. I'd love to know in the comments down below, like River or Ashari. Like, just put in there River or Ashari, or just put R or A. But if you can't spell, because some people, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
River is spelled like river. Ashari, Ashari.
With the apostrophe in there, just to make it look
French.
Little posh thing. And then they just put posh thing in there.
Bougie.
Yeah. Them ones there. But
yeah.
no, we're there. So that's the name. River, she's doing well. She's growing well. Little fat brother.
Super well.
All them things. So what Guando took River to work and that. Woo!
Yeah, couple times still.
Back
My
again.
little Codeine.
Yeah,
Love it,
back
man.
again,
She
back
attracts the customers. Everyone just loves when she's there.
And you're doing a little African thing on the back end.
Oh, yeah,
what do you call it?
Rapper.
The rapper.
The rapper.
Yeah. Got a Gucci rapper thing.
Designer out. But yeah, no, it's handy. You get stuff done. It's probably even better than a sling because I think the sling.
Are you sure that the baby ain't? I see the bit like shot.
Nah, it's like being in a womb, isn't it? Like they're just, yeah.
I have to say, but I ain't done it. I ain't seen how it's done.
Mind, she's been upside down.
So how do you do it? So how do you do it? Like, someone has to hold the baby, or you can do it without.
No, you can do it by yourself, but
so you have to pop
I'm not a professional like that.
No, I have to see that. Like, we're going to do a video on that.
Just like you wrap it there, you hold the baby, wrap it around the baby, and tie it here, and then tie it again. And
so how do you know the baby ain't getting too? For the swing, I like the sling thing. The sling thing is the one.
Is westernized, isn't it? It's a western version. But yeah.
No, that's deep. That's deep. But now, how's your shop going?
But no, very well.
Mm.
Very well. New collection in weekly. Like,
you don't stop messaging me. Stop messaging me.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of messages.
For because I don't get commission on the stuff, innit? So
what do you mean?
Just go to best of both. Like, stop messaging me. Like, I don't know if you're not answering the message or something, but you need to.
I actually checked, you know. They want to
Nah. I don't know what it is. What they're supposed to think you did. You ain't getting discount. I'm giving. You see, when she tells me the price, I add £50 on top. You get me? You know the ways there. Yeah, no, not that bad, but you know that.
But no, business is going super well. Obviously, it's a great time of year as well, and yeah, there's some amazing, bold, bright, vibrant colours and fabrics and what have you. And I swear you said you were going to help me out as well. With,
yeah. Do one day of the year.
Huh? Every year, you know.
No, I help out in the shop. I'm just not looking forward to it, but I'll do it. Yeah.
You're not looking forward to it? What?
No, I'm not. It's not my forte. It's just not. I just don't get how you can stand in the shop just the whole day and just and people come in and just.
Yes.
They come in and
like
then browse
chat.
and walk back out.
You
like where you going?
chat.
You buy something. You get me? So and the chef said, that's not the way to deal with customers.
Yeah.
Like, why are you coming here for then? What's the point?
To just look.
Nah, fam, come in and buy something and go about your business, innit? Like, what do you want? Where you going? You going out? Like, I'm gonna learn. I'm learning from the best. So I'm gonna do a day here and there just to help out and that, and improve my customer service skills. So look out for that. Look out for that. What should I wear when I go in there though? What should I wear? Can I wear a tracksuit?
No, just wear one of the t-shirts I got you from the brand. You got one on now, Black King.
Yeah.
One. Just a pair of jeans.
Saying nothing.
Done.
Saying nothing. What about shoes? I wear shoes in that.
No.
Saying nothing.
Just be comfortable.
What about glasses and that?
Inside.
You know some men that wear glasses inside as well. You know them guys
like
that do
in
that.
Dark rays.
I don't know why they do that, man. Them just do that.
Trying to look all mysterious.
It's weird, fam. It's weird. But nah, yeah, big up everybody that's been logged in and sharing and commenting, and this is episode 2. We ain't stopping. It's not been an easy run, I'm not gonna lie. All the editing has been crazy, but
no, anything worth doing.
Yeah,
it's gonna come with it.
But yeah.
So please like, subscribe down below.
And you can't dislike innit?
I know. Share it to your WhatsApp.
Exactly,
share it
fam.
to your Insta story,
Facebook,
whatever social media is your bag. Come, man. Like, it doesn't cost a thing, innit? Like, simple as. Anyone that wants to see you win will help you win.
You get me? Big up yourself 9565. Brock wide, you don't know. Match and shine, don't know. Yeah, geez.